Hi Leo, welcome to your end of July love tarot reading. So Leo, we're just looking at what's going on for you. We're just going to take it as it comes. So we're going to look at either your love life or your love situation and see what you need to know. So please do keep that in mind. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, cross watchers, male or female, general collective reading. We have the Sacred Geometry Oracle here. So I'm going to get you some opening messages with this deck, and I'm going to jump into your reading. But welcome in, Leo. Welcome in. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. And happy birthday to us. Happy birthday. I believe this is be coming out on our birthday season, probably right either on the first day or the very start of our season. So happy birthday, Leos. Happy birthday. All right. Let's see what we got here. 1, root chakra. 1's about new beginnings. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Authority, 10, full circle completion, new beginnings. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Magic, 31, which is 4, stability, foundation. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment and move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Magic manifestation. Integration, 30, which is 3, growth, expansion, building, rebuilding. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Leo, I think you're dealing with somebody here. They could have been like a boss figure or something like that at one point with the authority here. But we have a new beginning here with the root chakra. I mean, that's the foundation of everything in a new beginning. And something magical is manifesting. I'm also feeling like if this is a connection where perhaps it was a missed opportunity or something like that, this person could be now figuring out how to integrate this connection into their life, especially if they were going through some things and it was a missed opportunity. But authority can be about taking the lead for a new beginning, a foundation, and magic manifesting. So let's see what's going on here, Leo. It kind of feels like a missed opportunity to me, but we'll see how the tarot unfolds. So we have the Thelema Tarot. So do your reading with this deck. Then to close it out, we have the Butterfly Oracle. We'll pull some of those as well. All right, Leo. So let's see what else we need to know. Well, we're just getting started. What am I saying? Birthday babies. All right, Leo. End of July love. What does Leo need to know at this time? What do we need to know? 10 of Swords. The Moon. 6 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this feels like a long time coming, Leo. 7 of Swords. So I do think there was some running out of fear, avoidance, either out of fear or knowing, okay, I have to run and avoid this because either I'm not ready, is not the right thing to do, or fear. So it could be any of those. Knight of Pentacles, definitely a long time coming energy. There's something here we may not be seeing with the Moon. I do feel like I said, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. Obviously, the one watching is probably wondering about that person, which would be you. Does feel like somebody here has been through some endings. If anything feels like you, Leo, take it as such. Or if you need to switch things around, I guess, if it makes sense, you could do that too. Someone's been through a painful ending that someone else may not know about. So if they've been through big sort of ending, life change, or whatever the case may be, that could be why they're having a little bit of fear of the unknown or the path ahead. And there also could be a lot of things you don't know about their situation. But I feel like they're in a much better place now with the 6 of Wands, success, victory, much, much better place. Long time coming, Leo. This has been a long time. I mean, for some, this could be upwards to almost 6 years for some. And not that you're waiting around for this person, but, you know, maybe like, oh yeah, that person, yeah, it's been a long time. But I think there was purposeful avoiding here, unfortunately. So I'm going to mention the signs as I see them, Leo, so you can take them how they resonate. It could be signs of chart, people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. You definitely disregard those. But we have Pisces, Taurus. See what's on the bottom. 10 of Pentacles reverse. For me, that can indicate divorce sometimes, or out of a long-term commitment. But we do have someone thinking about an offer and some sort of regret. So this person may have regretted avoiding this whole connection to begin with, instead of remaining friends or discussing everything going on, saying maybe sometime in the future, but not right now, instead of just avoiding the whole thing overall, right? So I do see some regret on their part. So let's see, Leo. What else do we need to know for Leo? What else do we need to know for Leo? Right, so tell me more about this energy. What's coming in with the Knight of Pentacles? It's slow. It's a long time. What is it? What's coming in with that? I mean, it could be coming with an offer, holding the pentacle, but what is that about? Queen of Cups. Oh, Leo, yeah, I had feelings for you. Knight of Cups. Oh my God. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Definitely there was some holding back here. Chariot could be coming from a distance. That's success, victory, balance, fast. Five of Wands. Yeah. So I do feel like, Leo, there was some conflict going on with somebody here, but they've moved on from that. Very fast moving, maybe coming from a distance. They had been holding back how they were feeling with the Queen of Cups, love, emotions, feelings. Knight of Cups could be coming in here for love, romance, courting, dating, getting to know, romantic, sincere gestures, kind of my chivalry card as well. Interesting. All right, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer. Four of Wands can indicate divorce too, or out of a long-standing commitment. Maybe this person has moved too. So the Fool, yeah, I mean, I feel like they were foolish about this whole thing. Also, there were no leaps of faith then, but now, Leo, they see you in a different light. If you know country at all, 90s country, if you know, oh my God, I know the song is I See You in a Different Light. I can't think of his name. I can see his face. He was a big 90s country singer. I see you, it's a slow ballad, you know, I see you in a different light with your hair hanging down, love in your eyes. Oh, what it is now, I'll think of it and then I'll just blur it out. Anyway, that's what I'm hearing right now. In my mind, you're a beautiful sight. I see you in a different light. That's what I'm hearing right now. It's a pretty song. I can't think of his name. I'm sure somebody will put it in the comments. Oh, I can see his face. I can see his face. I can think of his name. Yeah. So, yeah. So, clarity from source here. Truth, awakening, epiphany, aha moment. The sun is the same thing. Total enlightenment here, Leo, about you. They see you in a different light. I'm going to have to Google it right now because it's driving me crazy. Doug Stone. Okay, there it is. There it is. So if you don't know that song, go look it up. I don't know. That's what I was hearing. Okay. Anyway, Leo, so what's coming in with the Knight of Cups? What's coming in with the Knight of Cups? What's coming in with the Knight of Cups for Leo? Oh, Ace of Swords. Yeah, truth, clarity, communication, fire, passion, desire, chemistry, excitement. Someone is out of a long-standing commitment, marriage, or something. Eight of Cups is a return, reverse. And they can be checking you out, Leo. And I just did your you versus them reading. And it was, again, about a missed opportunity. Someone's still checking you out. So you may want to go watch that if you're new here. I just did you versus them. Page of Swords. So they could be wanting to communicate, getting ready to communicate, communication coming in, checking out all your socials, right? Seeing what you're doing, what you're up to. Is it safe for me to return? Now that I'm free out of something, I'm excited to speak truth, clarity, communication, new beginning, fire, passion, desire. It's all here. We've got Aquarius showing up. Eight of Pentacles reverse. If you did work together, I don't think you do anymore. Eight of Pentacles reverse. But they're doing a lot of thinking about you. Leo right there with the King of Wands. All they think about is you. Leo right there. This is a solid new beginning. Oh my God. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. All we need now is Ace of Cups for the new beginning in love, right? That's just crazy. All right. What else does Leo need to know? What else does Leo need to know? What else does Leo need to know? What's coming in with the Page of Swords? What else do we need to know about that? End of July. High Priestess. Yeah, there probably hasn't been communication in quite a long time. Probably a lot of things you don't know about this person and what they were going through. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Again, you probably did work together at some point. Five of Swords, sabotage, Devil. I think, you know, they're probably going through a lot of toxic things, a lot of fear, stress, worry, anxiety, fearing the connection, going through toxic things in their life. So they know everything combined, and their reaction to everything sabotaged everything between you or something that could have been. But here's big wake-up call, change, shock, revelation, surprise. Could be happening right now. Another country, so I was big into the country in the 90s. Little Texas, what might have been. You might want to go, was it Little Texas? Yeah, you might want to go look that up too. Okay, we got Pisces, a Capricorn, and Aries. So, Leo, I think this person, yeah, something big is coming. Something big. You may not see coming at all with the High Priestess. A lot of things you don't know, I feel. I think, you know, they've been through a lot of heartache, pain, disappointment. But they also, at the same time, have sorrow, loss, regret about the connection with you. The World, they could be returning with the World reverse. The cycle not over between you. There's still more to the story. Limbo, but I think it's a long time limbo, if you ask me. All right, so we're going to do one more row. Leo, we're going to ask what the Tower's bringing in. But if it's resonating so far, please do like, comment, all the things. And then we'll get some butterfly oracle cards for Leo. What is the Tower end of July bringing in for Leo? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Leo? What is the Tower bringing in? Page of Cups reverse. Two of Cups. Well, a union. But why is the Page of Cups reverse? Page of Pentacles. Okay. So, all right. I'm getting the Ten of Wands. So they've been carrying the heavy load of this all this time, and the confusion, illusion, not sure what to do. So I think there's going to be an offer for coming together. But at first, I don't think they're going to confess love to you, or they're going to confess romance. It feels more like, can we just meet up and talk? You know, maybe a drink, a coffee, something. May not be an official date, but like, hey, you want to catch up, talk? You know, it's kind of like a date, but not really. But it's going to lead to the Two of Cups. So it may not be right out the bat, they're going to contact you. I love you, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's going to be that right away. But I think that's going to quickly change. Once you come together, you talk, you find out where you are. And you know, what point you are in your lives. And then the love's going to blossom from there. All right, we got Pisces, Capricorn, Star. Maybe you've been wishing for this for a long time. But there's the healing. I think this person had to do some massive healing. But it is wish dream come true, divinely guided energy, things meant to be, faith, hope, optimism. King of Swords, someone here is definitely divorced. You could be divorced too in the past. Truth, clarity, communication coming in. Look at that. King, Queen of Swords is a match, but you definitely have to get the energies between you straightened out to get on the same page, which has to happen here. Crossroads, so there's something opening up here. Seven of Pentacles does feel like a long time coming, right? Six of Cups reverse. Someone's put their past behind them. That's what I feel, and they're single now. That's what I feel with that. No more up in the air, all over the place energy. Balance. Yeah, there was indecisiveness in the past and no leaps of faith, but taking action. Look at two of the fastest knights. Fiery, passionate, go-getter, very swift and quick to manifest the new beginning with what? Leo, and there's the Ace of Pentacles with the solid new beginning. And the Ace of Pentacles for me is like the minor of the sun, manifesting right there. Single, wish fulfillment, judgment call, call to action, big decision, right? Thinking about it a lot because the soulmate connection was always there with Temperance. Wow. Leo. All right. I'm going to get you some butterfly cards. See what else you need to know. Also, everything you need to know is down below in the description box. Everything you need. Links to everything. My other channels. All the information you need. It's all there. Right, so butterfly for Leo. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Leo? Changing your mind. Yeah, they changed their mind, Leo, because they see you in a different light. Hobbies. You may actually have a lot more in common than you know. You may not even know like what each other's likes, dislikes are, but then you may realize, holy crap, we have a lot in common. Volunteer. They're going to volunteer, Leo, and make the first move. That's kind of what I got that with that, is they're going to make the first move. And they're going to be the ones going to outpour information, a lot of stuff you don't know. Maybe you already did it with this person, maybe not. But they're going to volunteer all that information. You know, you're not going to have to ask them questions and drag it out of them. Body changes. So you both may have changed physically, you know, and yeah. Healing from the past, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. No matter how your body has changed, I'm sure they have changed too, especially if it's been some time. So I wouldn't really worry about that either. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you. So I do hope that helped, that resonated. Again, everything you need to know is down below. I am wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.